My little matcha. Here we go. So this was pre-market. It started to drop. That was the real. If we could have caught it here, it would have been beautiful. Um, but this has been the high for the week so far up in here. So I had that marked out. So it's been ranging. So just trying to see. It's going to keep pushing down. We need some momentum to push this further down. So got to be a little patient to see what this is going to do. See if it's going to reverse on us. So it went down to equal lows here. So that's something to look at too. Um, just pull it back.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. You're welcome. Okay.
It went down to equal lows, babe. So it may pull back. It's pulling back now. So I'm trying to see. I don't know if you want to try to wait or if you want to see if you can get a better entry. I'm just telling you so you can figure it out. Right now it's pulling back. I don't know if it's gonna pull all the way back or not. So I'm just want before it get too high. It just I know you when I told you to take it, I told you to take it around here. So you should be either a little bit negative or right at your entry. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it up to you. I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if it blow past 23,540. If it starts going past there pretty aggressively, then I'm gonna take out and then reset. But it came back down. I'm just letting you know because I know you close to your threshold. So I'm still in it though. Yeah, I'm still in it. I just wanted to, I didn't know if you want to. I just want to keep you, in the loop of what I'm seeing. So I just wanted to make sure you had the chance, if you could, just take a small loss, just in case it did a strong pullback. I do think it's gonna, but it did tap the equal low at 23,480. So um that's the level it needs to break to continue down near that 23,425 level. But it looks like it's about to, there it go. It looks like it wants to break. So there's 11 minutes between this 30-minute candle is over. 11 minutes to 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, then it'll be 10 o'clock Eastern. So it's keeping you in the loop. Helping my wife trades, as y'all know. So I'm just keeping her in the loop while she's working her job. But she got like the iPad like me right here. So because it already dropped a lot since here might have was the better entry. I just missed it. I kind of got on late. So I missed it when it was up in here. So when I got to it, it was trading. So I wanted to see a break at this level. Right. I wanted to see a break right here. So, but look of structure. So it's trending down. No, it's in this hour candle. wanna see. Wanna see. So they fighting right here. Fighting bad right here. So fighting pretty bad. I don't know, 1 minute chart. So, pull back again. Might want to pull back again before the actual collapse. So this is fighting. Babe, it may want to pull back before it collapse. I'm gonna see how this look for these next few minutes. I'm about to see because it's about to hit your entry again. What price did you get at? Oh, you got a better entry than me. I got at 23,518. So you got a good entry. So I'm just letting you know it's close. Oh, 510, my bad. Yeah, it looked like it's pushing back up. It's at your entry now. I would get in for a better entry, personally. Yeah, because I might get out, see if I get a better entry. Because it looks like it wants to push back up. See if I get a better entry. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, it's pushing back up now. Trade was invalidated pretty quickly. Now it's buying up pretty aggressively. See, that's why I wanted you to get out. It couldn't break that low. That's what I was looking for. I got on late, so I missed the entry at the top, at the elbow. Oh. Yeah, I missed this look right here. So when I was pushing back up. So did you lose anything?
Yeah, it's okay.
How much you lose?
74.
How many contracts did you do?
Just four.
What did you take at? Okay. See. Did it just pause on me? That was wild. Everything preparing for the video, so could be Chop City. This might be the retracement, but I want to see. I'll pause this recording just to see. Oh, going through a slump this last 7, 8 days of inconsistency. Frustrating as fuck. Cause like this a lot of this is stemming from when I started doing videos. So I think it's me in my own head being on camera, trying to think about the market, and then feeling like hover washes. I gotta make sure. I've said this before, like make sure I'm really out here trading because I am, and I think I'm overthinking a lot of these positions. So let me show you what I did. So I took the sell, as you've seen, and um took the sell. When I got up, I said, I'm gonna get off, I'm gonna stop it. And I paused it. It was selling down here. I said, well, I even said it on there. I said it's coming to these lows to match this low. You would think that once I seen it didn't break this and it rejected pretty hard, I would have jumped in for a buy at this level. I did my fib. Once I realized I wanted to push up, I was just like, forget it. I'm not going to take it. Which I should have. It was like right here at 23,560 area. I had the chance to take the buy still, and I didn't take it. I said, let me just wait. And my wife jumped in. She jumped into the trade. She made some money. She got stopped out because it pulled back. So she made like 100 and something dollars, like 160 or something like that. And this is when it was up here. Took a couple, so I was like, I think I wanted to come back here. Now it's still within the 61.8, which is a great usually retracement area. And then I leave literally 5 minutes and it finally came down here. So not only I would have made money on my sell, I could have hopped in for the buy right here for this retracement. So the biggest thing is that I know what I'm doing. I think it's just the mental part of getting in. I'm overthinking a lot right now. But I'm not gonna stop doing videos because this started when I started doing videos. Like I was executing at a pretty high level, um, without hesitation. And I'm having this drought these last few days of inconsistencies. So really frustrating. Uh, oh, I don't know. Gotta figure it out. I get past it. This is a part of the game. This is a part of trading. This is a part that a lot of people can't make it past to be really consistently full-time profitable. That's my goal. And a lot of people say, well, you should have, keep your job. It's not about the job. I want to feel comfortable consistently making a certain amount to reinvest into. I'm already investing it into the actual stock market, my wife and I. But even to really ramp up the money, I was going to use payouts from top profit. That's one of my plans is to use these payouts to double, triple what I'm already putting in the stock market every month. And then get to a point where I'm making enough. I'm also putting some in my personal account as well to do options and long term as well. So then by this time next year, or maybe even about 12 to 18 months, I can um have some cash flow from other places, couple of real estate investments that I've been looking at, the cash flow on top of having those options, those longer term options play out really well for myself and my family, and having to having real estate investment cash flowing, and then continuing to obviously save and even potentially look at buying like a business or see where this internet social media stuff can go as well as additional stream income. So I have a whole plan written down, a whole way of how to do it, what I need to do. That's why I'm a post regardless and um, you know, planning things out, trying to figure out what I can do to be more more uh what's the word I'm looking for? more interesting, more, to get people like want to look at my content. It's only been really a week, maybe a little over a week I've been doing it. So it just takes constant, consistency, me being accountable with how I'm doing things. So yeah, man, it's building any type of business is always like it's not easy. You know, growing is easy, and I've taken a relatively mental and emotional break these last 3, 4 years of like really putting my all. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been like tough trying to like raise and build a family and then really put you all, but you gotta sacrifice. And so I'm hurt right now, you know. It forces me to lock in and really focus. Because I never stop investing, I never stop learning and building, but it's one of those things where it's like in order to be a phenomenal human and create something special that my last name and that people will truly remember me for, outside of like my family remember me for being a good man, a good person, like something special that the world, at least a part of the world, will be like, yo, I remember I used to watch Real Wealth on YouTube. He did this and he always talked about this. And so that means me I have to constantly educate myself and fail to ultimately be that person. It takes time, especially when you start late or you start being really all in at this point in your life. You know what I mean? I think you get to a point where it's like, man, either I'm gonna get it done or I'm not. You know, any close friends of mine, I don't know any close friends from high school, adult, that's just doing extremely well. I know I got homies that's doing good. They're making good money, probably 20K, 30K a month. And it's like, that's not what we wanted. I was talked to certain people who growing up 18, 19, 16, 20, 21, 25. Like we talked about this age already making millions. And just give you a perspective of like when you fail a lot and you don't execute, you put yourself in a position where you do get desperate because you want that and you do care. But I think it's more of like a situation in your life can also derail you too. Different life experiences can derail you, and take you off your cue. You know what I mean? Take you to a place where you shouldn't even be. But this is what being a human is about, especially as a man. Like this is what manhood is really about. You know what I mean? The strongest men overcome the most tumultuous things, the most egregious situations at times. You know, you have an insurmountable amount of pain and struggle at times, whether it's mentally, physically, emotionally, or all the above, financially. You know, you you gotta overcome it properly. That's why I gotta be authentic and just I gotta show you when I'm having a rough week. I got a lot going on mentally, you know, really pissed off about my injury. I was getting ready. I wanted to do the Hydrox competition. I was starting to train for that, and then getting back to playing basketball again. It felt good. I love basketball. It's my favorite sport. And, you know, doing what you love and your hobby and then getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? You know, the difference between me and Jason Tatum, who makes millions and hundreds of millions of dollars when he tore his Achilles, is that, you know, I'm not getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just having fun and I couldn't even have that. And so you go through these BS is always something. You know, every time I'm winning, I mean, there was a point, me and T, my wife, we was trying to make a lot of money, man. Like with this trading. You know, I started looking at family. And you really look at your family and you like, damn, I see why you didn't reach your goals. I do. I look at parents, I look at some of my aunts, uncles, and the stuff that they inspired to be, stuff that I know from talking to them and having conversations with them, cousins too, like, and you know, you get complacent, you know, you're content with where you are. You're like, I'm happy to be alive. I got my kids, you know, it's about my kids now. It's like, dang, you know, they all part of the reason I'm doing it, you know. I love to travel. I like nice things. That's not even about nobody. I've always have. You know, growing up the way I grew up, my mom couldn't really like do give me that. She gave me my necessities. You feel me? Which is the most important. So I'm always gonna be grateful. You feel me? I know how I live to be in the projects, and I also know how to live to be like lower middle class, decent neighborhood too. I've seen when I live with my aunt and uncle, they that's the first house I really lived at, and like going to the Poconos and them having this freaking 3, 4 bedroom house, 2-story with a basement, double car garage, land in the back, deck in the back, fire neighborhood. It's like, yo, this is what I want. And this trading stuff is gonna get me to where I need to be. It's the only way. Everywhere I think of getting it is like stuff that I'm either not good at or it's gonna take me forever to master something I already been working at for 6 years. At this point, why would I stop? Why would I give up? You feel me? Like, you know, trying to be that I do. I'm not gonna cap. I want to be that dude. So I already have to believe it. I already have to see it. If you want to be that woman or that dude, like, to like, you know what I mean? Like, people around the world respect you, love you, hate you. I ain't gonna lie, I want that. I ain't used to want that. But as I got older and I really started to pay attention and really, I'm like, yeah, I want that. I want you to hate me. Or not hate me, but I want you to really dislike me because I'm succeeding so much. I want you to appreciate you and aspire to be me because I'm doing special things in this world. I'm accomplishing things that the vast majority of the world can't. You feel me? It's just one of those things that when like trying to reach these goals, locking in is the only option. Doing the right things that's necessary to get you there faster. It's what you need to do. Trust in yourself is so important. So important. People don't really get it, man. Like, it's important for you to really like lock into whatever you want to do. Lock in. Like you have really no other option. Like if you having a bad day, be happy. Because on those bad days, those are the times you have to allow yourself to feel those thoughts and feelings and really understand that you don't want to feel this often, but it's necessary for you to become who you're supposed to be. You know, being great is reserved for some special individuals. Being phenomenal is even harder to be. Supreme focus and confidence and consistency will take you far. I know that. I know it. And I think that's where I'm at. I really am. That's where I'm at. I appreciate my life because I'm blessed. You know, the fact that we have good enough insurance that like I'm going to my physical therapy appointments right now and I don't have no copay. I met my deductible for the year. And it's like, man, that's a blessing. And I don't have to come out of pocket. It's crazy. I thank my wife for that because my insurance wasn't, it's okay. Certain things we intentionally opted out of, so we're not double paying for insurance. Her job has better insurance, and so under hers, and I'm grateful that she has such good insurance. You feel me? Because my insurance with my job, I was still been, I think I still would have been paying, or I don't know. It just wasn't as good. It's just not. So, and I work for a large company in theory. You know, I mean, in comparison to her, the company she works for, my company is a fly on the wall. You know what I'm saying? My company, it's like that bird. It's like the eagle. You know what I mean? Like it'll eat up their fly. You feel me? So, you know, striving for greatness is really a journey. That's why I'm taking you guys with me. That's why I'm taking you guys with me. It's something to really think about. Something to really be like, oh man, like this is indeed something that I need to make sure I really make a priority at all times. So I've been educating myself and learning, reading, and just really learning my craft, doing the research, and putting in the work. Gotta put the work in. Gotta put the work in. Just I'm gonna keep it a buck. You gotta put the work in. You feel me? Thinking every day, like, I don't have time. I just don't, you know. Pray that I live a long life, long, 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 long life. See, have grandchildren, great grandchildren, and see them grow. But I also understand that life can be taken from you at any time. And if I was taken today, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be devastated. Because I know I didn't do enough. I didn't leave a real imprint. Yeah, kids will miss me, love me, appreciate me, wife too. But, you know, even with my wife, the kids, like the work that I put in to build these relationships, my mom, I'll be like, I'll be I was able to look at myself and my life from like as a ghost or as a spirit, I'd be disappointed in my life. I'd be disappointed. I love this trick. I know I'm the best. That's the mindset I have right now. I don't care what I haven't accomplished. I'm not being sad. I'm not asking nobody to pity me. I'm really sitting here in front of you guys going through all the emotions of grief over the life I feel I should have had already. But I didn't lock in. I didn't execute. That's really what it was. I didn't execute at a high enough level consistently to reach the life that I wanted. So I'm not sad, really, honestly. I'm more like disappointed, you know? So I have to make every day matter. That's why it's hard for me to even take a nap, you know? The medication I'm on, for when I'm in real pain with my Achilles, my foot has been sore. Oh my gosh, the last couple of days. But I don't want to take the medication. I don't want to be on medication. I'm just taking ibuprofen and letting that be, do the best it could for me. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't one of those people. Like, I don't want to be in that. I want to be able to, I want to be able to make, uh, make my day count. If I'm all drugged up because I'm in pain, nah, I can't accomplish anything. I can't. So you really gotta have this mindset, like, I'm the best, I'm the greatest. It don't matter what you have accomplished. It's all these people I follow, Aristotle Investments, EYL, um, you know, the Umars, the Q Banks, um, the 19 Keys, these men that are, a lot of them are my age, couple of them are maybe a little younger, but they within my age group, 5 years younger to up to 10 years older than me. That's my age group to me. We all grown ass men. And they are winning. They have proven they're successful. They have proven to thousands of people that they know what they're doing. 'Cause people trust them. People believe in them. People follow them. I still have to have the mindset to feel like, okay, if I put the same amount of work they put in and more, I'm better than them. Not because I'm better than them because I just think I'm better than them. I just think I'm the best when I'm all in, 100% locked in, even if they are too. That's the mindset you have to have with anything. Too many times we grow up and we ain't really, you're not growing up with that type of self-esteem and confidence. I know I didn't. I know a lot of people around me didn't. You don't have that type of high self-esteem about yourself. You don't have that type of confidence and wherewithal about yourself. You don't have that type of understanding that. That's why people hate Deion Sanders. Even if he is arrogant at times. I mean, he put the work in. Man is a believer too. So not only he put the work in, he was highly talented. He bred talented kids and he's unapologetic about it. I mean, I'd rather be that than that timid, unsuccessful individual out there who don't believe they do deserve to be highly successful, be rich, be wealthy, create wealth for their family, believe that they're the greatest. If I don't believe I'm the greatest, who gonna believe my wife? Yeah, but so much belief is her belief in me and her praying over me, inspired by me, inspiring me, sure, if anything, light a fire under me. You know what I mean? Like it should put me in a zone where I understand, like, if she believes in me this much and I don't, I'm letting her down because I don't believe in myself that much. So if I do believe in myself that much and I use her fuel on top of the fuel that I've lit for myself, I'm only going to go up. I'm only going to overcome obstacles faster, more efficiently. I'm only going to supersede my past successes in such a way it's going to feel like my small wins are big wins. And my big wins are extraordinary and supersized, you know? Finding yourself as a man, especially, you realize like you waste a lot of time too. And I have. I did. Have to own that. Have to own that. So if you've seen this, this is just really the hope for that person out there that need to know somebody's going through some of the same things you're going through. Hope that this allows you to go through what you're supposed to go through so you can be on top when you need to be on top and when you're supposed to be on top. Greatness isn't given to you, man. It's earned. LeBron put that work in. Jordan put that work in. Selling off at the top. Mhm. Yeah. So just understand that. Seriously, understand that. Again, my name is Real Wealth. Peace, love. I'm out.